special education of teachers about curriculum development. So, first, let's answer the question, why do we need to train? So, as technology advances and working method and strategies improve, there comes a line
Excuse
needs to
me,
be.
let me
So,
butt in for a while, Jessel. How many slides do you have?
I only have 15 po, Doc.
Okay, try. I suggest don't try to read your slides. Give something, sabi ko, highlights lang. Kasi yun ang mag-consume ng time. You try
Yes
to
po.
write it if you can make a summary or synopsis of that.
Okay po. Copy. So do we need to train, especially not only because to retain our license, just because we have the law that teachers or professional must have a CPD units. We also need to train because for our personal growth, for us to grow in our profession, to develop one's self. So that is why we need to train. Next, what is the importance of training? Training is a good opportunity for us. As what I have said, it's for our personal growth, and trained employees are more developed to be efficient. We gain knowledge and we give back to our employer, we give back to our students, and we give back to ourselves, to our family. Next, it is to improve skills and knowledge, to grow, to develop, because the only thing in this world is change. There is nothing constant thing, only change. Change is only the thing that cannot be revoked. So the third importance is to satisfy the recommendations of performance appraisals. This is to train the address. So we have the evaluation every end of the semester or every end of the quarter. So this is to sorry. So in order for us to meet what are our uh, lacking areas or lacking instances, that is the time that we focus. For example, we lack in computer skills, especially those who are not really born into technology. So the training that should be given to them is all about computers. So another example is the teachers who are not really know, or who do not really know how to write essays or narrative reports. So the training that should be given to them are all about the writing. So the fourth is to show employees that they are valued. So of course, as an employer, we should always give importance to our workers, because without the workers, we are nothing. So with uh, wala tayong or walang parang kulang isang agency kung wala ang isa. Even the smallest part, we must give importance even to our blue collar job workers. We must give importance to each and every one. So the fifth one is test the efficiency of new performance management system. This is to meet what is expected. So so, of course, as we are trained, as we are valued by employers, we must always give back with efficiency and effectiveness. So, the benefits, let's move forward to the benefits of training. The first one is increased productivity and performance. So, para saan ba kung bakit tayo nag-train? Of course, it is to, uh, it is to, uh, sorry, it is to improve what we have taken. It is to improve what we will be working on. The second is uniformity of work process. So as the employers give us training, we are enlightened on what will we do, what will not, what would be the proper way of doing this thing, what should not we do, and what could be done. So these are the uniformity of work processes. Third is reduced wastage. So, as employers trained us, they will make good, safe, and economical use of everything. We are trained with everything. We are given with everything. Uh, we are feel love as employees. So we must also be give love to our employers and reduce what should be reduced. The fourth is reduce supervision, of course, kasi na-train na yung mga employees, na-train na yung lahat ng employees, hindi yun lang yung selected ng mga employees. Of course, we know our job descriptions. So that would reduce the supervision. That would create harmony to each and everyone kasi hindi na kailangan na sabihan ka, oh, ito yung gawin mo, ito yung gawin mo, ganito, ganyan. Hindi na siya kasi alam mo na yung work or job description mo because you are trained. The fifth one is better workplace environment. Of course, this will strengthen the unity or the teamwork of the environment, the working environment, because as part of the training or seminars that are given, it is not all about the job description and anything else. Of course, it is to build the teamwork of a team to work together or to work harmoniously. That would give us kung sa school merong bullying, of course, sa workplace meron din mga faction. But if we are trained or we are given seminars that has the both personal and emotional growth, the mental health, we are creating a better workplace environment. In conclusion, training teachers and giving them special education in curriculum development helps to improve and observe theories, method, and techniques that could be effective in planning and instruction. And that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you. In other words, in one sentence, if you give me the highlight, what is your report all about?
The training development of the employees po.
That's the title. What is the highlight? How do you highlight your report?
It is to
Starting from the word importance.
the giving of importance to each and everyone.
Training is important because it brings both benefits. Benefit to the trainer and benefit to the trainees. Get me? Actually, yun ang laman ng report mo eh. Why do you need training? Two ways lang yan. It will result to two benefits for you and for your trainees. You develop the competence, and the competence is applied to your trainees. And it becomes a cycle because people whom you have trained you also re-echo to others, and so on and so forth. So, importante na yung skill mo, yung expertise mo, should be shared to others. Saka in the long run, hopefully, if you have trained them very well and you have demonstrated your skill, maganda yung pagka-deliver mo, it will radiate to your trainees. And later on, they will become experts also, who will re-echo what they have learned from you. Hopefully, that's the highlight. So, ganun lang. I-highlight lang yung report nyo para madali. Simple lang naman report eh. Why do we need training? Next.
Espihado.
Ang si Iris.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Makita ba Dok ang slide ko?
Oh,
Okay, so good afternoon everyone. My report for this afternoon is about curriculum development as continuing teacher education. So for a program, for an education program to be successful, it needs to have an effective curriculum development. that caters the demands of the culture, society, and the expectations of the stakeholders. And that's why our curriculum undergoes several revisions, review, and constant change as it is being implemented. Okay, and since curriculum is the best mean for the development of the students, and the teacher is the mediator between the curriculum and the students, it is expected that the teacher should know the needs of the students, the institution, the industries, and even the parents. And the quality of teacher education is maintained by the curriculum of teacher education. So it means that for the curriculum or for the education to be effective, it starts with an effective curriculum. And it starts with the teacher. The importance of teachers and involvement in curriculum development. Okay, the most important person in the implementation of the curriculum is, of course, the teacher, because the teacher has the knowledge, the experience, and the competencies, and with that, he or she will be able to teach that to the learners. Better teachers support better learning because they are more knowledgeable and because of the practice they are doing in the field. And they are also responsible in introducing the curriculum in the classroom. Example, in the K-12 curriculum, the students or the parents and even everyone in our community were not really knowledgeable about the K-12 before. But because of the teachers, and it was introduced by the teachers, and eventually it was implemented in the field, so everyone, even mga parents, no, they were able to know what is the K-12 curriculum. Why do we have to add 2 more years, right, in the senior high school? So that's the role, no, the importance of the involvement of the teachers in the curriculum development. So if ever that there is already a party that developed the curriculum, the teachers have to make an effort to know and understand it. If somebody is already assigned to do the revisions, to do the improvements in the curriculum, it is important that the teacher will be able to understand it so that he or she will be able to explain and implement the curriculum well. For example, teachers' opinions and ideas should be incorporated in the curriculum for development. So that's the importance of the involvement of the teacher in the development of curriculum. Teachers know the needs of stakeholders of teacher education. And of course, the teachers know the psychology of the learner and also the pedagogy and also the strategies. And also the teachers uh, always play as an evaluator for the assessment of learning outcomes. So it is the role of the teacher to know already absorb ba siya ng mga students. And in that way, malalaman din ng teacher if there should be any revisions or there should be any review or any changes that should be done in the curriculum. Okay, so the teachers has to have this quality: planner, designer, manager, evaluator, researcher, decision maker, and administrator. So those are the different roles of the teacher. And of course, the teachers play their respective role for each step of curriculum development process. So for the teacher to be able to help in the development of the curriculum, she or he must be a planner, designer, manager, evaluator, researcher, and also decision maker and administrator. The importance of curriculum in teacher education. A curriculum offers teachers ideas and a student must meet a certain academic requirements in order to go on to the next level. So as what I have so and for the teacher also to know that the students already have the enough knowledge, uh, about the subject or about the course. So it must undergo, the students must undergo an assessment. Of course, without the guidance of the curriculum, uh, the teacher will not be able to know if what he or she is teaching is already enough, because kapag walang curriculum, kahit ano na lang, no? Kahit ano na lang ituturo ng teacher without the guidance of the curriculum. Whatever the teacher thinks is applicable, so yun lang yung ituturo. And how is a teacher going to assess if the learner is have learners have already enough knowledge about the course or the subject? Okay, so so in any level, so even in elementary, high school, or in the college levels, it is important that there should be a curriculum. So curriculum can help students to achieve some personal control over their learning, to plan their semester and to manage their time effectively, and describes active learning. So the curriculum does not only help the teacher but also the students. By knowing the curriculum, by understanding ano kaya mangyayari sa grade level, sa first year, sa second year, sa third year, so they will be able to plan, no? Paano nila i-arrange o paano nila ipaplan yung studies nila. Uh, Although in the elementary and in the secondary, they don't have that freedom, no, to choose the subjects that they're going to have. However, in the tertiary, because of I think, I don't know if it's still applicable, that the students in the tertiary, that they can choose the subjects that they're going to take. But I could recall what in college, we have the prerogative, we have the choice, know what subjects to take in that semester or in that.
Please heard your question. Remember your question and you ask after you report.
Yes, yes, doc. Yes, doc. So yes, that I'm not really sure about that. Anyway,
I will answer that.
okay, doc. Preparation for teacher involvement in curriculum development. So since teachers are really must be part of the curriculum development, there should be a preparation. The teachers cannot just join in creating or revising or reviewing the curriculum without proper trainings. So since they are involved, the teacher should be provided with appropriate knowledge and skills to help them effectively contribute in the curriculum development operation. So the teachers need training and workshops. So just what Ma'am De La Peña discussed a while ago about trainings, no? It is important also for teachers to be trained, and this is not new to us. Parang every month lagi may training, minsan nga nag-overlap.
Sa government lang yan. Kasi free.
Pati sa amin po sa private, madami pong training din.
Ayaw ng private yan kasi walang manhal eh. Hindi ka
Ayun
natapos.
nga po, may bayad. So you are really required.
I know.
Kami pang mga certificates na dapat i-present.
Kayo pang umaangal eh, di ba?
Yes, Doc. Totoo yan, Doc.
Walang pahinga.
Okay. So on the other hand, there is an important point to make. Efficient and involvement teacher in the curriculum development, that the teacher have to be empowered. They should be, how to empower teacher. Of course, they should be trained. They should have the workshops. Okay, this means teachers should have improvement and increasing in many points of them, such as experience and autonomy. And that's why teachers have the academic freedom. Although minsan may na-question din yung academic freedom, no? Minsan saan ba talaga hanggang saan ang academic freedom natin? Yun, so
Hindi aktivista.
yeah. Okay. So ayun nga, Doc, although we have the academic freedom, but we are guided by the curriculum. Kaya yun. Thus, teachers play an integral part in the process of developing curriculum and then the students' outcomes. So, para malaman talaga natin if the curriculum is effective, then we have to check the students' outcomes. Okay, the teacher's role in curriculum development. Okay, the teacher involved in curriculum organization has many roles and responsibilities. Okay, so teachers want to enjoy teaching, watching their students develop interests and skills in their interest areas. And for the teacher to be able to effectively implement the curriculum, of course, a teacher has to have the plans, right? To create lesson plan and syllabi, or the framework or the guide for them. Although we are already guided with the curriculum, but how to teach that day by day, we have to make a plan, lesson plan. And I think ngayon sa amin kasi may face-to-face na kami, we have the weekly lesson, uh, weekly learning plan. Okay, so we have the plan for the face-to-face and another plan for the uh, for home learning. We have that.
Ay, doble yung trabaho niyo.
Yes, Doc.
Buti pa walang face-to-face.
Okay, many studies support empowerment of teachers through participation of curriculum development. Okay, in 1991, according to Fulan, that the level of teacher involvement as a center of curriculum development leads to effective achievement of educational reform. So hindi talaga natin mapagkakaila that the teachers have a very important role in the development of curriculum. Okay, there is a need for teachers' involvement in the development of curriculum. So by uh, working collaboratively and effectively, then also working with other educators, they're able to come up with improved a new curriculum as it is necessary. If kailangan talagang baguhin, if kailangan talagang mag-revise, then they have to converge, no? Kailangan lang mag collaboratively work on that. Okay? The teacher education. Okay, the teacher education is a program that is related to the development of teacher proficiency and competence that would enable and empower the teacher to meet the requirements of the profession and face the challenges. So I include the teacher education because since teachers should be involved in the curriculum development, and it is important for the teachers to be trained on how to do this. So we have to understand first what is the involvement of the teacher education in this curriculum. Teacher education encompasses teaching skills, sound pedagogical theory, and professional skills. So to have the equation for teacher education is we have the teaching skills, the pedagogical theory, and the professional skills. Teacher education at different levels of education. So teacher education reaches teachers at all levels of education, primary, elementary, secondary, and the tertiary. So lahat yan, primary, elementary, secondary, and tertiary, they all have teachers. So kailangan din yan, iba-iba din yung mga curriculum. The needs and requirements of students and education vary at each level. Hence, level and stage-specific teacher preparation is essential. So, in developing the curriculum, it is very important na we have to consider the levels. Of course, we have to consider the level because iba naman yung sa primary, elementary, secondary, and the tertiary. Teacher education helps in the development of teaching skills in teachers of professional institution. The teachers in the professional institutions have only the theoretical and practical knowledge of their respective subjects. So they require specialized teacher training. So, as I have already said a while ago that for the teachers to be prepared in their involvement in the uh, curriculum development, so they should have trainings. Teacher education also reaches special education and physical education. Thus, where there are teachers, there would be teacher education. So hindi yan pwedeng mag-separate teachers and teacher education. Okay, so I have here the teacher education curriculum, the Bachelor of Elementary Education curriculum, and the Bachelor of Secondary Education curriculum. I'm not going to show it na lang, Doc, but what I've uh, discovered, not really discovered, but ang nakita ko lang na na hinanap ko talaga, Doc, sa curriculum, kung may ano ba talaga siya, may subject na parang curriculum development, parang gano'n. At nakita ko naman siya, Doc. Nandun siya sa elementary education at secondary education. Ang title, wait, Doc, ha? Ang title niya is
Bakit wala ba kayong ano subject na when you were in college?
Kasi Dok, ako Dok, earner kasi ako Dok. Kaya hindi ko na daanan lahat na ano Dok.
I see. Meron yung subject talaga.
Mm.
Ngayon,
Yes,
medyo
Dok. Kaya naano ko lang, Dok, na that's why it is very important na kailangan talaga trained ang teachers because as early as in their college years, my teacher and the school curriculum. Yun po ang title ng ng course, teacher and school curriculum. So that's why it's very important that teachers are involved in the development of uh, education curriculum.
Okay.
Yun lang po and
Okay,
good
thank you.
afternoon.
Sa tertiary kasi, meron silang subject na teaching profession, meron silang curriculum development, at ano pa yung isa? Basta magtatlo yan sila. And they're offered in college. I do not know if some of you have taken that in college. Pero subject na I'm teaching curriculum development in college. Teaching profession at saka yung isa, the teacher and the school curriculum. Tatlo yan sila.
Yes, Dok,
Tatlo
yun
yan.
po. Yun po nakita
The
ko.
teacher and the school curriculum, the teaching profession, and curriculum development and enhancement. Yun yan sila. Kaya nag-expect ako na this subject sa masters, parang refresher course lang nyo. Sad to say, some of you have not taken actually, katulad nung isang klase ko na sa thesis writing, halimbawa, wala pala silang thesis nung panahon nila. So, yung kanilang research is research lang, parang table research lang. Hindi talaga thesis writing. In other words, ang kanilang subject sa master, na supposedly nagmamaster na sana, parang hindi nagmamaster, nagbe-basic pa. Okay, I wrote down here some concepts. Now, let me remind everyone that teacher is only one of the stakeholders in curriculum development. I hope some reporters will delve on the different stakeholders. Madi-discuss mo na ninyo. Pero ang teacher is only one of those. Now, I would like to ask Iris, yung title mo is, ano yung title ng report mo?
Talaga, Dok. Curriculum development as continuing teacher education.
How do you paraphrase yung title na yan? And what is your understanding of the title?
Yun nga, Dok, actually,
How does it happen?
medyo na-confuse nga ako, Dok. Ano ba talaga? Ano bang gustong makuha na ano na dito?
Ikaw, ano ang gusto palagi mo
Yun, Dok. First na understanding ko, Dok, is for parang ang teacher for the teacher to be able to create curriculum, it is an ending process, parang continuous siya, Dok, parang hindi siya natatapos. Kaya
So, paano nire-relate yung CD? How will you relate it?
ayun nga, Dok, curriculum development as continuing teacher education. Parang ano siya, Dok, since ang curriculum natin ay lagi siyang from time to time kailangan ma-revise, ma-review, bago if it is really needed. Kaya ang mga teachers dapat hindi rin sila parang continuous din ang kanilang learning kung paano ba ang pag-improve ng ating curriculum. Parang ganun yung naintindihan ko, Dok.
Learning does not end in school, classroom.
Yes, Dok. Another, yung isa pang pagkaintindi ko, Dok, yung ano ba ang curriculum sa teacher education? Parang ganun, ano bang laman ng curriculum ng teacher education? Parang ganun, kaya sa later part.
What is your course? What is your course?
Bachelor of Arts in Language and Literature po, Dok.
I see. No wonder. In other words, hindi talaga yung education ang iyong kurso. Nasa liberal arts ka.
Yes, Dok.
In other words. Actually, sa teacher education, yung lahat na nakukuha mo, yung principles of education, principles of learning, facilitating learning, yung teaching strategies, yun ang mga teacher education, tapos yung psychology, developmental psychology, school curriculum, teaching profession, ang relationship ng teacher at saka ng learner, the environment, marami yan, all about. And these subjects are not found in the liberal arts.
Yes, Dok, wala
Kaya
talaga.
maintindihan kita. But for those who have taken, who graduated sa elementary education, high school, high school, secondary education, this subject, curriculum development, is part of teacher curriculum, teacher education. Ang teacher education yung BA Ed at saka BS Ed, yan sila. Ma-Ed, yan, teacher education yan. Ma-Ed, major in educational management, ano pa yung mga management nyo dyan. Ang guidance counselor is not, although, kasi hindi naman education ng counseling is more on human behavior. So nakukuha yan sa arts. But for a graduate of liberal arts, talagang hindi nakukuha yan. Unless, of course, to answer your confusion kanina na pwede bang makapamili yung mga estudyante. Ito, kung gusto mo, kung pag-graduate mo, kung pumili ka na, mag-enroll ka, tapos pili ka ng subject, ito, panahon mo na pumili. I would kasi pagka yung sinasabi na, pwede ba tayo makapamili ng three answers ko niyan. Una, it depends on the SOP ng school, no? Or the department. Second, kung ang pinili ng isang estudyante ay yung sinatawag natin session type, yung regular session, morning session, afternoon session, ibig sabihin nun, tinatalo mo talaga yung curriculum. Pero kung ikaw yung estudyante na international, ibig sabihin may subject ka sa first year, second year, third year, fourth year, gano'n. Again, it depends on the school or the registrar if they will allow you to get, to pick up subjects. Kasi may mga school naman na okay lang basta magbayad ka. Pero hindi nabibigyan ng guide yung estudyante what to take. Kaya nga pagpasok pa lang nung estudyante sa isang pag-enroll niya, if there is no prerequisite in a particular subject, pwedeng kunin yun eh. Pero kung may prerequisite, wala. Ibig sabihin, you cannot jump up. Maghintay kayo sa iyong level. Finish all the subjects in your level, first year, second year. First year, first semester, or first year, first semester, first term. May mga term pa yan sila. Because in the second term, it might not be offered. Parang ganun. So you take it. Pero sa iba, for a university, for example, na may mga subjects na all around, ino-offer yan in all terms and in all semesters, na pwede na kunin yun. Kaya ang iba, umiiwas sila sa research, sa math, kasi anyway, ma-offered pa naman yan sa second semester. Iniiwasan nila yung teacher, o iniiwasan din nila yung, anong pangalan nun, may mga classmate halimbawa. So they choose, and they can choose. So yun ang mga diferensya dyan, pwede silang mag-ano. Ang tanong ko ngayon is, what specific qualities? Kasi ang sinasabi dito continuing teacher education. Even if you have already graduated, you keep on learning. And when you are involved in curriculum development from time to time, you from time to time also learn something. Something that you have not learned from the classroom. Because you're involved. Bakit nagiging new learning? Kasi pagpasok na lang kasi ng mga technology at lahat ng mga advanced ideas, ini-integrate kasi yan eh. Based on your report, sinasabi na ang teacher should learn how to integrate the learning doon sa report mo.
Yes, Doc.
Oo, sinasabi mo. then there is a confusion on academic freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Dalawang klase ito ng academic freedom. Academic freedom ng teacher or academic freedom ng estudyante. So, yung academic freedom ng estudyante, sabi, pipili ako ng gusto kong subject. The thing is not. Because according to Kohlberg, sa kanyang tinatawag na moral development, for as long as you belong to the second level of moral development, which is conventional stage, you are bound by a contract. Ano yung contract? Yung estudyante nag-enroll sa isang eskwelahan. Meron niya siya pinipirmahan na contract, I will abide by the rules and regulations and policies of the school. Which means, yung academic freedom niya is limited only. Depending kung anong sasabihin mo at anong pinipili mo. Likewise, ang teacher din, yung academic freedom for as long as it benefits academically, cognitively sa ating mga estudyante, yes. Pero if you try to instill in the mind activism and all those negative skepticisms ba, ayun ang hindi pinapayagan ng school. Unlike UP, na halos lahat sila doon puro mga skepticals and mga negativist masyado. Nasobraan ang kanilang academic freedom na to the extent of fighting against the government. And yun ang iniiwasan ng mga schools. Now, I'd like to ask you, how do you differentiate teaching skills from professional skills and pedagogical skills? Anong pagkakaiba nito? This is for everybody. Saan ang boundary ng teaching skills? Saan ang pedagogical at saan ang professional skills? Kasi may mga teacher na magaling sila sa teaching skills, walang professional skills. Meron naman sobrang professional skills, wala namang pedagogical. So saan doon makikita para lahat tayo, we have the same mind? Teaching skills are on what?
Classroom instruction siguro, Dok. Magaling magturo, like magaling magpaintindi. Plus, itong pedagogical theory, ano yung ginagamit mong theory sa classroom, di ba? May mga ano yun to. And then, for the professional skills, siguro how you work with your kasama sa school, how you project as a teacher, ayun ganun, Dok.
So, ang teaching skills will refer to your approaches, no? Strategies in delivering your
Wala si Doc classmates. Dok, nakamute po kayo, Dok.
skills na yun, kailangan ma-apply natin sa ating classroom. Na yung pedagogical has something to do with our learner. No? Marami tayong theories about learning theories. Ibig sabihin nun. So, ibig sabihin nun is more on, aside from having yung ating abilities, meron din tayong, we are guided with the theory of our learners. No? Learning theory. For example, observation. Yung may mga estudyante na natututo lang kung nag-o-observe. Look at our students. Kahit tayo, di ba? We would like to know the dance steps. We just watch. Nobody teaches us. Bali tayo lang nag-observe. In other words, learning theory, pedagogical, kasi ang pedagogical theory, ito yung mga theories on learning. So, may learning kasi may learner. So, we have to study kung anong uring estudyante, learners we have. Is my is my learner kinesthetic? Is my learner visual? Is my learner audio? Yung ganon. Kasi merong mga estudyante kahit hindi nakatingin sa'yo pero nakikinig. Kailangan meron kang skill noon. Merong teacher kasi nagagalit sa isang estudyante, oy, tumingin ka dito, hindi ka nakikinig. How do you know? Oh, baka yung estudyante mo ay audio learner. Meron namang estudyante na ayaw ng academic, gusto tuloy niya puro mga action. Kilos ba? Kinesthetic kasi. So, yung titignan mo yun, kailang meron ka nun. But you may have those two, kaya lang ang professional ethics mo, yung sinasabi pag professional skills, it means your ethics. Um, for example, let me give you an example. May dalawang teacher. Ako ang isa, tapos yung isa. Doon siya naging advisor sa isang teacher sa research. Ang problema, siya ang naging advisor but the learner cannot consult. Walang time. Gagalit pa. Kawawa yung bata kasi hindi siya baka move on sa kanyang work. And then the bata came to me and said, Ma'am, pwede ikaw, professional ethics ko. Even if I know and I could help, but I cannot. Kasi nakatakda siya doon sa isa. Unless of course, yung isang teacher na yun will refer this learner to me with permission. Ganon. Okay? Same thing with you. Yung responsibilities given sa isa. Tapos hindi niya natapos. Tapos sabi ng boss mo, hindi naman matapos siya, ikaw na lang. Do not accept that. Why? Because i-bypass na yung ethics na yun. Otherwise, you have to pay respect. Don't step on others' toes. Ibig sabihin, that's part of teacher education. Did you get me? Minsan, minsan kasi lumalabas sa atin yung sinasabi na, of course, self-lifting, mas marunong ako sa kanya. Mas marunong ka nga sa kanya, pero hindi naman ibinigay sa'yo. Sa kanya man ibinigay. We do not know, you do not know what's the purpose why your boss gave that thing or responsibility to him or her, hindi sa'yo. Baka meron siyang binibuild up sa kanya. So you cannot just, sometimes na ano yung professional intrigue natin, no? Sayang, akin sana yun, ano. You have to wait for your turn, ganun. And sometimes yung professional ethics or professional skills takes time for because ang professional skills are developed based on your morality and your personal conviction and your value system. Kasi yung professional ethics, pinag-aaralan natin yan sa eskwelahan. Kaya lang, depende dun sa values mo. Value system natin na, okay, magbuti lang tayo sa labas, sa loob hindi. Yung mga sasabi ng apo ko, bakit masipag ako sa labas? Bakit sa bahay hindi? Yung ganun. Ay ganun. Pag ganun galit tayo na we would like to get good impression on others, never mind if my family does not have good impression on me. Whether they like it or not, I am blood related to them, so they must accept me. Parang ganun. Pero sa labas kasi hindi. That's why yung professional skills natin mas na-apply natin sa labas kaysa sa loob ng bahay natin. Wala na tayong mga ethics sa bahay natin. Sa loob, sa bahay. Kaya nga, mabait tayo na teacher sa labas. Pero pagdating doon sa bahay, tingnan daw natin if we are mothers, if we are sisters. Do we practice? Do we demonstrate the same professional skills that we demonstrate outside? Or I'm leaving it up to you to answer. What's important is that you understood. Now, why is it that curriculum development is part of teacher education and how does it help?
Yes, Doc.
Ito palagay.
For me, Doc, kasi nga, Doc, Curriculum development is part of teacher education because teachers are the implementers of the curriculum in the classroom.
Oh, how
So,
does that?
because pag ganun kasi Doc, so dapat it is crucial po kasi sa teachers na they should be observant. They should uh, be able to evaluate the effectiveness of the curriculum being implemented sa classroom. And para din po makapagbigay ng ng mga inputs, or if may nakita yung teacher na ito parang hindi yata ito effective sa loob ng classroom. So perhaps I can do something about this and present this to the other if given a chance, right? No? Kaya may mga naman nagagather naman ng data yung, for example sa DepEd may nagagather naman sila ng yung mga list master, mga ganun ng mga competencies. Kaya somehow may din talaga ang teachers, Doc, in the development of the curriculum. Yun po, Doc.
Ang question ko kasi, how does it help eh? Look at this. Last semester, meron akong estudyante na nag-enroll ng Educ126. Sabi ko, tapos ka na ba ng ibang subjects? Kasi ang alam ko, pagka practicum na, tapos ka na ng academic. In relation to my question, how does curriculum development or curriculum per se help you and help the learner? Kasi kung wala, yun na nangyari sa yun na nangyari sa estudyante. Why should you undergo practicum when you have no idea yet? Why should practicum go? Ganun. Di ba kaya tayo may curriculum? Because it will provide you guidance what to take. It will guide you your pathway to your journey. Yun ang purpose talaga ng curriculum eh. That is why kung hindi fully implemented according to the sequence of the layout ng mga subjects, sayang kayo ang curriculum. If I were to if I were to make a decision, nobody should take practicum without finishing all academic subjects. Kasi yun ang daladala mo na resources when you do the practicum. Magpa-practicum ka, wala ka namang idea kung anong gagawin mo. Iba nung nag-graduate, except you Iris kasi liberal arts ka. For those who finished elementary education saka secondary, di ba meron kayong practicum?
Yes po, Doc.
Oo, di ba?
Outside and inside campus.
Oo, pero tapos na yung lahat ng academic.
Yes, Doc. Yan ang last, parang last
Dapat
subjects yan siya.
Di ba? Kung bakit ganun eh? Kaya nakita ko, hindi siguro. Tingnan nga ako eh. Bakit kayo pinapatake nyo ng, ang first year pa lang ang bagong pasok ng Educ 26 on 26 na. So ang point ko dun is that ang curriculum development serves, or curriculum per se, serves as a guide to your degree journey. And why does a teacher learn? Which is part of continuing education niya. Nagpapatuloy yung pag-aaral niya dahil she is very much involved in the development, in the innovation, in the enrichment, in the change and revision. So every step of the way, continuing learning yun, continuing education ng teacher. Kaya kung sakali na you are part of the team, be happy instead of murmuring. No, anak po ding trabaho naghihatag nila. Usually ganun eh. Yung, whether you like it or not, somehow, somewhere, nagreklamo mo anak. Pero try to be positive. Any job that is entrusted to you, I should say, be thankful and be happy, because that is an add-on to your knowledge, an enhancement to your skills. I tell you, ano ako, I started teaching na hanggang ngayon, every opportunity I take. And of course, kung titingnan mo the other side, hindi siguro compensating yung pera. Pero ang iniisip ko, ang pera kasi madaling hanapin. Pero ang learning hindi pwedeng agawin sa atin. That is what I meant. Okay. Ano pa ba akong nililista dito? Gusto ko lang maano eh. So maraming roles ang teacher. Kaya kailangan na part talaga siya ng curriculum development. Marunong ka magplano, marunong ka mag-design, you are a researcher, you are administrator. Ang hirap ng administrator na hindi marunong mag-research. Sige lang pangasaba ng pangasaba. So pag nakita nyo ang inyong boss na palaging ginagamit niya yung kanyang authority without considering the pedagogical theory, kulang siya ng learning. That is why it's very important that itong subject na curriculum development is well understood by the learner, kayo. Para when you are in the field, you can be a contributor to the development of your own school, of your own team. You have many things to say and to share, contribute. Kaya every now and then I see to it kahit na ano lang, I see to it that you understood well yung subject nyo. It's not enough that we report. I really see to it na I butt in and give some inputs for sabihin nating clarification. Okay? Do you have any question or confusion, Iris? Baka meron ka pang confusion dyan.
Wala na, Doc. Na-answer ka kanina, Doc.
Pasensya mo na dahil kaya basta liberal arts, wala tayo yan. Actually,
Yes, Doc.
liberal arts graduate din ako. Kaya lang nagkuha din ako pumili ako ng mga subjects because I never thought I would be teaching kasi I finished my course as a psychologist and psychotherapist. Pero I never expected na hanggang papasok ako sa teaching because I started working as a technologist and training specialist. Tapos pagdating ko dito sabi nung namatay na teacher na huwag ka nang mag-alis dito. Dito ka na lang kasi marami nag-Dubai. Ganun. That's why I landed. Anyway, never have regrets because I have lots of students who learn. Importante yung you're able to input, share.
Yes, Doc.
So, pag-take ko ng master, ang ginawa ko, nag-take muna ako ng mga and then napasok lahat yung education subjects. Then I went to curriculum development. Tapos bumalik ako sa human behavior. So nagagamit lahat yun.